Welcome back to a very special edition of Vikings Film Room, brought to you by the Vikings Entertainment Network. I'm your host, Pete Bercich. Every once in a while, we have to sit back and realize greatness. I've been part of this team for 27 seasons, but every once in a while, we have to stop and spend a minute to recognize the greatness that's around us. Justin Jefferson broke a team record, 223 yards receiving in one game. The man is 24 games short of Stephon Diggs, but only trails him by 107 yards. Let's take a deep dive into this Detroit game and see just how special Justin Jefferson is and how far can this young man go, because let me tell you, the sky's the limit. Now, with any great story, you got to let it unfold. And what's unbelievable is we don't have every single one of Jefferson catches from Sunday on here, but the order has not been changed. This game by Jefferson crescendos, and it does it on its own. No editing needed, no moving plays around. This is just the order with which Jefferson had his receptions on Sunday. Now, we're going to dig a little deeper and tell you why and how, but it's amazing. It just lined up this way. And, you know, as a film guy and producing things, it makes life a lot easier, right? You just let it roll, which, again, is a sign of greatness. Now, people talked about the running game with the Minnesota Vikings. Well, you take a look at these Detroit Lions and what they did. We don't necessarily, I think, have to worry so much about it, because you look at this play and the movement right before the snap, what do we notice? 8 guys in the box, single high safety. When Justin Jefferson had that first game against the Detroit Lions, how many times did we see this? Not many. Not many. The Lions were trying to stop us up front, and they leave him one-on-one on the outside, and you just can't do it. And we'll see Justin Jefferson make him pay for this. But keep in mind, folks, 8 guys on a line of scrimmage. They want to stop everything going on in here. You want to leave that guy one-on-one? Go ahead. Watch what he can do. All right, rolled up, jammed. We heard about that. He's one-on-one, but watch the separation that he gets. Cousins makes an easy throw, but you can't leave the guy one-on-one in the middle of the field. So on this next Jefferson reception, first thing you're going to notice is that he's the only wide receiver on the field. You got Hawkinson, you got Munt, C.J. Ham down here. This is a run formation. It looks like run personnel group. Again, from the Detroit Lions, single high safety. They've got everybody packed in. They take Jefferson, put him in motion. The corner follows him. They try to make some kind of adjustment, but it doesn't really work out. Look at this. They leave him wide open. They were paying attention to the running game, not so much Justin Jefferson on this play. All right, so a little later on, this is something that, you know, I think we're used to seeing from the first game. It's 3rd and long here with the Vikings. 2 deep safeties. Okudah's up, rolled up, press man. This is what stopped Jefferson or slowed him down the first time. But watch what Jefferson does on this play. He's one-on-one, press coverage, gets up the field. Now watch this shoulder fake inside, rolls, gets outside. Great throw by Cousins. Should have been a first down. There was reviewed. Wasn't a first down, but another great reception by Justin Jefferson. All right, so the next reception by Jefferson, you're going to see a little bit of the same thing. Mainly, single high safety in the back here. That means you've got man-to-man all the way across in here and a lot of room. So watch how this play develops. Jefferson's up at the top. Cousins gets a beautiful pocket. Now watch. At this moment, everybody's covered. There's nowhere to go with this football. But Cousins is able to do what? He's able to step up. And when he can step up, he can buy himself a little bit of time. And that buys the best receiver in the NFL a little bit of time to get into this DB and work his way across the field. I mean, what a throw and catch. I mean, talk about threading the needle. That's an incredible play. All right, so you can't play single high safety, can't play some man-to-man. Let's just throw some cover 2 at you and put Jeff Okudah down here, right? That'll slow him down. No, not in this case. They're throwing the book at you from a playbook standpoint, but this is just cover 2. Flat route, 7 are out behind it. The corner has to play this deep to short. Okudah's vision's back on Cousins, but he thinks he has the time to get back underneath this thing and break this thing up. But what a throw by Cousins. Look at that window, back shoulder, can't get there, another great catch. This connection with Cousins and Jefferson is unbelievable. Now this is a big catch for Jefferson right before halftime. Now I get it, right? They're playing This is like a Tampa 2 with already you have your 3 guys pretty much deep. You got him pressed up, rolled up, and as he moves and goes inside, watch the hands. Bam. What an amazing grab. That was a laser beam that he caught over his shoulder and brought that thing in. That's unbelievable. So this is after halftime, and I think that's important because the Vikings coaches were like, yeah, we're actually getting this. Again, take a look at the way the Lions are lined up. Single high safety. They've got all these defenders packed into the box, and what that means is that if you can get JJ to the second level, he's just going to have his way. If you can keep Cousins upright, there's a lot of space up here for him to be running around. So watch this play. Jefferson's the bottom of your screen. Now he gets to this very important middle of the field inflection point. This cornerback has no idea where Jefferson's going to go. Is he going to go on the low cross, or is he going to continue up the field? This safety is working over the top. Can help here if we get KJ Osborne to go to the corner. But watch what JJ does. He plants his foot and he's able to get himself back here. There's just no way you can defend this. There's no way that this cornerback can be right because JJ's just too fast. He's just too good. Plants the foot, turns around. Look at all this open space. This is like backyard 7-on-7. I mean, he catches his football. There's nobody within 7 yards of him. It's just an incredible route that Jefferson ran. So, still getting that same look, right? Single high safety. They got extra guys in the box, right? But this time, the safety does look to help with Jefferson, but 2 guys still can't stop him. JJ gets himself up the field. You can see the safety's working himself way over. You've got one-on-ones all over here, but the safety is spending his time on Jefferson now. They're both in a problem because he's level with him below. The safety's even with him over the top. There's just too much room. Too much room either way for Jefferson to work. Cousins, again, has some time. This throw over the shoulder, catch. He just can't cover the guy's single high safety. He can't do it. He's too good. Now, like we said earlier, we didn't edit the numbering. I mean, these are the way the plays were laid out, and this is probably the most incredible catch I've seen Justin make. I mean, I know the one in Buffalo, but overall, this is just it's an amazing play. Great play by Cousins as well. Here we go, 2 safeties deep. They got a guy rolled up and jamming him. Remember we talked about Jefferson. Why is he so good? Because he gets better. This guy, the safety nickel here, is trying to jam him. Watch him get off this jam, work himself inside. Now, as he works himself inside, he has what? He's got a short underneath helper, and he's got this trail guy right here. This is really the only place that's open, and Cousins knows it because look at Cousins. He's about to get hit. And Cousins throws this football well before Justin Jefferson even turns around and looks back. He looks back, ball's in the air. Look where his body position is. And look where this ball ends up. He turns himself all the way around, makes that catch. Now, as you can see, you've got 3 Detroit defenders. They've got him hemmed up. This is 3-on-1. After the guy just caught this football, watch what happens. 1, 2, and 3 Detroit defenders on the ground. 3 guys. Couldn't stop him from catching it. Couldn't tackle him. They say he stepped out of bounds. I'm not so sure. That is an incredible play. So it was a record-setting day for Justin Jefferson, and I think there are many more to come. That young man put on a display that was second to none. Between Kirk Cousins finding him, the way JJ throughout that game went from the single-man press to eventually working his way down the field was absolutely incredible. We're lucky to have him. He's only 46 games into this career here with Minnesota, and he's already number 10 all-time receiving. Watch out, Stephon Diggs. This guy's right behind you.